know, my favorite part is putting the festival on. Like, I do it with a tremendously talented and amazing group of people.
Oh, it's great. The vibe is awesome. Yeah, we noticed, especially last night coming in, it was just like, it was really intimate.
Because it's so fun. It's just a really lovely festival. It's got such diversity.
Contest of strength in the rain beneath the stairs.
We just heard that it was like a really great festival. Last year, we were sad that we couldn't make it. I'm in another band called Les Jupes, and at the time, the guy who actually books this festival, he was in that band as well. So we were on tour, and he wasn't able to attend last year. So he was just getting phone calls, updates, how things were going, and it's just like seeing that everything was going so well, and he was so bummed that he couldn't be here, and it was just like, you know, we're sitting in the back of the car driving for 8 hours, but it was like, man, it sounds like good stuff's going on over there. I wish we could be back closer to home and have a good time. So it's really nice to be able to be out here.
Mostly just like by reputation, we really just are super happy to be a part of it. It's just like part of a like a growing festival that like really is just based off of really great ideas and people, and just like getting more popular all the time. So it's awesome.
I basically came because of my buddy's band was playing. They're called Nasa. They're like sort of sound like Weezer.
I got a ride with
They're
Nasa too.
awesome. They're a great band.
They're pretty great.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's what made me come is a bunch of good bands playing. Mace is like the best band in the world.
I'm looking forward to seeing opening. I really like that band. It's nice that it's a local band that's sort of doing really well at the moment, and we still get to see them in quite a sort of laid-back atmosphere. I think the festival itself is pretty laid-back compared to, I mean, folk fest. It's easy to compare to folk fest, but even compared to other music festivals, it's really nice to go to a festival that's very already in a very tight-knit community, and I think that really comes through the sort of atmosphere of the town is very pleasant.
Spent a lot of time cooking food today, so we didn't see as much music as we did.
But we can hear it as an background.
Yeah, you can always hear it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I like that it's not split between so many stages that you feel like you're always like running somewhere else, missing something else. Like you can just be where you are.
Yep, it's true.
Watch the darker clips bring the apocalypse as I stand up on the top of it. Got the chocolate lip gloss on and I'm hunting lions in the jungle. Lying in the rumble, trying to watch it crumble. Never.
I love the age range here. There's everything from like little, children to, there's a full age range, which I really love, and just the general attitude.
And I really like too the like rural emphasis and the emphasis on sustainable communities. Like it's a outlook that I appreciate.
And I think we talked to a 12-year-old today, and he's talking about his pigs.
Yeah.
His produce, watermelons and cantaloupes.
Like a cowboy on the wrong side of a film about the gold rush. He shows his transfer to a glove dance. The leather makes a tough man. With the film, he goes, glances at the ad for birth control. He puts it in paper bag to his corduroy arsenal. It's a library for the small sins and the small with a combined speed of 140. He's probably just tired of the suburb, looking for a way to recover the haze of mud. Close the window like a wedding veil in the marriage of a long night and the solstice afterglow. Wonders why it takes a long bus ride to trace the line from the edge of his sweater to the place he once called home, and a landscape line with a lot of bad weather. A lot of bad weather.
standing. There was a bunch of us standing like around the fire, and they were underneath the blanket. And I was like, are you guys kissing under there? And they're like, no, you should join. And so they opened up the blanket, and it was like two friends of mine. And I was like, okay, sure. And then like, as people were like, why are you under that blanket? The whole thing, like people just all got underneath this thing, and suddenly it was like now like a tent. It was like a people tent, as long as this blanket could go. And everyone's like, why are we here? And I'm like,
everyone's all holding it up
because I did this, you know. And
I remember a few years ago, we got a bunch of people together to, you know, silly city folks that have never touched electric fences before. We were like, yeah, we want to go touch an electric fence. That'll be fun. And this was right after laughter yoga. There was a laughter yoga session a few years ago, which was really fun. So just like loosened everybody up. Everyone's just been like giggling for hours. Like, I don't know if you've ever done laughter yoga, but it's very emotionally opening. And so afterwards we're like, just open for anything. Like, hey, there's an electric fence. Let's go touch it. And there was like, I don't know what we were thinking. There was a good crew of us. There was maybe like 15 to 20 of us. And we went and like all like held hands in a circle and like touched the electric fence and like all got zapped together. And it was just this like hilarious bonding experience. Like we're like, why didn't we just do that? Like that hurt.
Like literally
We just yeah, like you could feel the current going like from person to person.
JD Edwards' band was playing, and like that psychedelic kind of like funk, rock, soul, whatever it is that they got, blues they got going on. I was up with a very friend and hadn't seen a friend in a really long time, and this particular friend just like pounced on me from behind, and we just started dancing together, and it was just like this magical moment. Like great music. The air was chilly and nice, you know, this time of year is really cool and special, and yeah, so I mean, just things like that, you know, like that was a good moment, but just a lot of like reunions of people. It's
funny. I think the funniest stories was always the breakfast, the breakfast they have in the hall here, watching the kids come in. And the vegans going to the little church ladies and saying, is this food vegan? And them sort of going, it's good, honey, just eat it.
Too long, sweat and sideways stare seems so distant now. The crumpled plaster.
But I run out of hands. So, if I can replace one of my hands, I've got a hole here in the anvil, which is called the Hardy's hole, and of course this tool, which is named a Hardy, and it goes in the Hardy hole. Once I got that groove, I'll start walking it around. And I'll go most of the way through, but not all the way through. One of the guiding principles of blacksmithing is I'm lazy. This is the most important rule of thumb. While we're waiting for that to get
The workshop, I don't know if you went to any of the workshops,
yeah.
but I did. The one that I liked the most was the blacksmith one.
I was at that too.
That was
I
really
really
fun.
want to go be a blacksmith now.
Yeah.
Where was that?
So if you want to join me, I mean,
let's do it.
I don't know what I'm going to call it yet.
When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was make swords.
What?
That's what blacksmiths do. Make swords.
You're an adult now, you know,
Yeah.
resources.
Like on my farm, my mom will sometimes be mowing and she'll still run over one of my old swords that I like left in the grass.
So it's inspiring to have those workshops. Look at all of this that has come out of it already.
It is different. Like it is a different type of festival. Like with
Workshops.
workshops. The workshops is unique. Like I mean, you get to actually do hands-on things. I mean, with other festivals like Folk Fest, you know, it is. There are music-based workshops, but this is actually like learn how to. Well, what was it? Mhm.
how to cook pine cones, or learn how to
handle a rope.
handle a rope.
Did you go to that one?
I missed
Oh
it.
no. Anyways, so that it is unique in that sense, and it would be really neat to see a more variety of workshops. And
Travelers standing on.
So, we have some friends in the city. One who's a professor, his name is Steph McLaughlin. He actually comes every year now to the school with his Living Rural Communities and Environments course. It's a 6-credit travel course from the U of M. One of his students, Ian Morrow, who's another friend, was doing his master's thesis called Genes, Dreams, and Grandmothers on the effects of GMOs in farmers. And he wanted to, with some other friends of his, sort of have a launch of this particular thesis. So we just really, it was a small effort, just a few of us, like I say, rain, hail, sleet, snow that day.
Yeah.
We launched the video, we had some local musicians, and really wanted to celebrate the link between urban and rural communities, and to build an appreciation for the farmers that grow the food that we all
You know, what I would like to add is you guys are exactly the reason we're trying to do this. We want you guys to appreciate where you live and to know that it's important that being here and being in a rural community, that rural communities and agriculture have an important role in our society.
And to be able to bring a diverse crowd like this to rural Manitoba, I think it's just a really important thing. And they're embraced by the local people, and the people that come from there embrace the local people, because it's just so interesting to talk with people who aren't like you, right?
Yeah. And if you want to wear a tail, I saw about 8 or 10 tails yesterday. There was nice fluffy tails, and there was leopard tails, and a guy in pajamas yesterday.
You know what? Life is all about having fun.
Yeah, and experience it, like really experience it, immersing yourself in it. And that's what the people, when they come here, they immerse themselves into this rural community. But you know, any of those festival goers could knock on a door and somebody would give them a glass of water or make them a cup of tea. One night, this girl was heading down the street and she was going to sleep in a fellow's house. He said, come on, you can sleep in my house or tent. Something had happened to her tent. So she went into this place, laid down on the couch, it peeled off her pants, put them on the floor, crawled under an Afghan on the couch. She wasn't in his house at all. She was in Irene Argue's house. Irene Argue got up in the morning and saw this person. She washed her clothes. She washed her jeans.
Yeah, she was soaking wet, that's right.
And she washed her jeans, dried them, and she said about 11 o'clock, she said, I thought maybe I should wake her up.
Give her some food.
Give her some food. So she woke her up. And so this girl said, is this Tim's house? So, yeah, no, it wasn't Tim's house. But literally, that's what people would do around here. You know, cover people up and keep them warm and
take care of them.
And take care of them. You see people walking down the street here and they're sauntering and they're enjoying stuff, or they're sitting on the sidewalk. And the festival gives people a chance to just take a breath. Especially the people that come out of the city. And yeah, there is real people live here. It's quiet. It takes them away from the hustle and bustle.